Hello guys, time to reaction of this My Little Pony dark mystery fanfic reading called Unmarked Part 4. It is 21 minutes and 21 seconds long. And I got a feeling I ain't in this one not at all. Yay! Some interesting lines as well. Let's get this reaction started in 3, 2, 1, go. That piano is so creepy, you know. Hear me. Okay, Sparrow presents. Okay, Funes.
After his coffee break, Colts decided to go to a source that he had never.
Oh, I didn't get coffee actually. I got coffee.
Canterlot Library.
Bit cold
He
though.
had nowhere else to go and had zero knowledge of the paranormal. So what better place than a library to find the answers that he needed? The only thing he knew about the paranormal is that it was the study of ghosts and demons.
Well,
it was not a subject to mess around with.
No.
He
Very
needed to
dangerous.
know just how powerful a demon could be and what they were capable of.
Like Ouija boards are dangerous as well.
The trip took a matter of 15 minutes, so he paid the pony 20 bits and proceeded into the large library, noticing no pony around.
21 bits to get in the library or the cab journey?
The paranormal. So he decided to ask the librarian for help.
Looking for something?
Asked the librarian.
Oh, hello.
Yes, I need books based around the paranormal.
He confessed.
That's me.
The librarian gave him a strange look, wondering why he was interested in such an unusual subject.
You'll find that kind of content in the restricted area. We usually don't allow ponies back there, but seeing you are a detective, I can see it's for a good cause.
She said.
Oh, she sounds
He
so
stood
sexy
confused,
voice.
seeing he hadn't even shown her
Is that Annie though?
badge, nor presented himself as a detective.
How did you know I was a detective?
I don't know.
She gave him a sarcastic smile.
It wasn't hard to figure out. Here's the key to the restricted area.
She replied.
Ooh.
The librarian held out a key in the shape of a skeleton key. It was rusted, as if it had never been used.
Skeleton key.
Immediately intriguing the doctor.
The key's curse.
I won't be long.
He said, grabbing the key.
Take your time.
Replied the librarian, returning
Oh my
to her work.
gosh, she's like...
Coltstein smiled.
Take your
then moved his way
time.
to
I
the
love
back
you
of the
so
library,
much.
Where he found a locked door. It was labeled restricted in bold letters on the wooden sign above the door.
Bit like Harry Potter really, in Chamber of Secrets.
Watching him.
Not
As he
Chamber of
placed the
Secrets.
key into the
Philosopher's
keyhole and
Stone.
turned the key. Coltstein pushed open the door into a pitch black room where he flicked on a light switch, brightening up.
Not my torch then.
The room was frankly small, with 4 separate columns, each composed with a large number of books.
There's one...
The titles along the spines of the columns were written in a different language, so he couldn't depict any of the book titles.
That means he opened the one book when he starts screaming out.
Specific books he could read. As he skimmed over the books, he felt a strange presence within the room, and it only grew as he felt a cold chill run throughout the room.
That sounds
The
scary.
chill was cold enough to make him shiver as he looked up, noticing the light flickering.
Oh
He
dear.
knew he was not alone.
It reminds me of
To
the...
protect himself, he grabbed his handgun from his belt, rounding the corner, immediately
Silence in the
coming to back
library.
of the room.
In how...
He breathed heavily,
Doctor Who.
watching his surroundings with caution. He walked slowly down the back of the room, looking down each column, ready to defend himself if necessary.
What with though?
Nothing was there, but he knew that something else was in that room with him. He just didn't know what.
No?
As he approached the end column, he caught a shadow in motion and out of his fear, shot at it.
Ooh!
The bullet only indented the wall as he trotted after
That
the
went
shadow,
past my
only to
fucking
come to
left
see
ear,
nothing
right
except
ear.
an ancient-looking book on the ground. The book's title was in some other language and was plated in stone, unlike the other books, all plated in leather. The book intrigued the doctor as he reached down to pick it up, only to be
A stone
startled
book?
by his phone ringing. He put his handgun back in its satchel, then struggled to answer the phone due to his hooves shaking uncontrollably.
Coldstone.
He said, answering the phone. The
That's a
bully
good
on the other
effect.
line was Cadwell.
We managed to debunk the recording, and we caught something, but it's in some other language.
Assured Cadwell. Coldstein felt a chill run down his spine as he stared at the ancient book he had come across.
Were you able to decipher the language?
Asked Coldstein.
Were you?
Yeah, it's Latin.
Latin.
Cadwell. The doctor started to feel uneasy as he continued to speak to Cadwell.
Did you translate the audio?
Cadwell paused for a second, due to the answer being all but disturbing.
We did, and you were right. It's something very disturbing.
Tell me. We have a filly's life on the line here.
Yes.
Alright, it was translated to this. Tell him you died. Tell him I take your soul.
The message made Coldstein feel sick
Oh
because
dear.
his suspicions were true. And now, he knew that the case had taken a much more grim turn.
And dark turn as well.
You okay, Coldstein?
Questioned Cadwell.
Yeah. I'm fine.
He lied.
I'm going to send you a picture. I need you to tell me if this is Latin.
Sure.
Replied Cadwell.
Sure.
Coldstein lowered the phone from his ear, navigating to the camera on his phone. Once he had the camera ready, he carefully took a picture of the book he had come across. Once the picture was taken, he sent it to Cadwell's phone.
Did you get it?
Asked Coldstein.
Yeah. And where the heck are you?
Replied Cadwell.
Never mind that. Is this book's title Latin? I need to know what it's titled. Is it Latin, Claswell?
Is it Latin? Tell us.
Give me a sec.
Said Cadwell.
Come on, Dusky.
The information on the book. Coldstein felt an eerie feeling come over him as he waited for Cadwell's answer. It didn't take long.
Holy Celestia! Where did you find this?
Exclaimed Cadwell.
Is it Latin?
Asked Coldstein.
Yeah, it is. The book is ancient, like from the days before Celestia and Luna. It's a book that
That
was
is old.
during the dim days of Equestria. Its purpose was to rid demonic entities from feelings that were forced or persuaded to do evil deeds. It's supposedly cursed, and if any pony is to ever come across it, they are destined to die from their own doing.
Coldstein didn't know what to think, but it seemed as if he had found the perfect key to freeing Applebloom of whatever had come over her.
Where did you find that book, Coldstein?
Asked Cadwell in a concerned tone.
In the Canterlot Library. It was in the restricted area of the library.
He confirmed.
Coldstein, the restricted section was removed years ago.
Said Cadwell. Cadwell's tone had become serious.
Get out of there! Leave that book and get out of there!
Get out of there,
Go
Coldstein!
now!
Commanded Cadwell. The phone line cut off as Coldstein quickly stuck his phone back into his pocket and rushed toward the exit, only to be shocked that the door was gone.
Oh dear.
He was trapped.
What the?
He exclaimed, wondering if he was just stuck in a bad dream. Through the eerie silence of the room, he suddenly heard a voice that made him quiver. He turned around, only to be shocked at the sight of a large mass of black with a pair of blood-red eyes.
Ugh.
It was at least 12 feet long.
Is that
taking
fucking
the
guy
form
behind
of a serpent
Applebloom?
And
Well,
staring
not a guy, but
Coldstein's
a... Oh my gosh!
The strength of the entity's voice was
That-
strong enough to knock him to the ground as he slithered up against the wall, the demon following his every move.
A demon pony.
Coldstein's fear was surprisingly mild as he stared at the demon with all his confidence in his voice.
Now, you listen to me, you monster! I promised that Billy a saver, and that's exactly what I plan to do. If you think your threats are gonna prevent me from saving an innocent soul from a sure death, you apparently don't know how strong I can be in the face of a wicked beast!
The
Oh
demon
dear!
didn't
Mark
express
Hyder!
emotion due to its face only being 2 red eye sockets. Therefore, Coldstein couldn't tell if he was intimidating the creature any bit.
That sounds like Chrysalis!
You think you can save her?
Ooh. Ugh.
Save the last one, and her blood will forever be on your hooves.
She's scary.
All you're doing is wasting your breath. Be warned, this is a battle you can't win.
Oh, we will see about
You'd
that.
best give up before I use my full potential on the filly.
Taunted the demon. Coldstein watched as the demon faded into thin air, and he struggled to catch his breath. The exit had reformed in its place, so he stood back up on his hooves, grabbed the book he had discovered, and made his way out of the room, not stopping for any pony. Once he was outside the library, he immediately threw up on the sidewalk. He was
Ugh.
immediately accompanied by other ponies due to his condition not being the best. He looked as if he hadn't slept for weeks and was as pale as a ghost.
Are you alright there, mister?
Asked one of the ponies.
I'm fine. I just need some fresh air.
He lied.
Yes,
The
I need
ponies
fresh
could
air.
tell he was lying through his teeth. But they had nowhere to take the doctor, so they just sat him down on a bench.
You need to relax, sir.
Spoke the other pony. Coldstein gave them both a serious look.
No, I can't rest when there's an innocent life in danger.
He assured.
No, Apple Bloom's in
Ponies
danger.
expressed confused looks, unaware of what the doctor meant.
Who's in danger?
Asked one of the ponies.
None of concern, ma'am. I
No.
appreciate you helping me, but I need to get back on the case I'm in charge of.
The ponies could tell that he was serious, so they did as the doctor said and left him to be on the bench. Once the ponies were out of sight, Coldstein grabbed his cell phone and called Nurse Daisy's office. The line rang 10 times before Daisy finally answered.
Miss
Daisy?
It's Colstein.
Oh, how goes the investigation?
She asked.
Not important. Listen.
It sounds like a bad reception.
Get Apple Bloom in my office. ASAP.
He commanded.
Why? What's going on?
Coldstein paused before answering.
I fear Apple Bloom's life is in danger. Both mine and hers.
He assured. Nurse Daisy did not hesitate, knowing that the doctor was not kidding.
I'll
No.
let her in. Just be careful coming back.
She said, hanging up. Coldstein placed his phone back into his pocket. As he breathed in some fresh air, he put his hoof up to catch a pony cab.
Taxi!
Applebloom sat across from Coldstein, expressing a look of fear. She didn't know what to think of this situation, because this was the first time she had been called into the doctor's office twice in one day. Coldstein was afraid himself, but did his best to hold a poker face, so that Applebloom would not suspect his fear. He knew that Applebloom was innocent, but there was still something he had to debunk. How this demon came to be in the first place. How did a filly as young as Applebloom come across demonic possession?
Okay, Apple
Apple
Bloom,
Bloom.
I'm going to ask you
She's some questions.
and no matter what, I want you to be
Completely honest.
Said the doctor.
I promise, sir.
Replied Applebloom.
Good. Let's start with the first question.
Applebloom nodded her head, showing that she was ready for the question.
What's the
I'm
question?
going to list some items, and I need you to tell me if you've been around of any of them. A Ouija board, a satanic Bible, and a pentagram. Have you been around of any of those objects, Apple Bloom? Be honest.
Stated the doctor.
No, sir. Never.
Responded Applebloom. Coldstein was not surprised, seeing Applebloom was with her family most of the time, before all this happened.
Yeah.
He
Like
proceeded
the
with his
well.
next question.
Is he coming for the well?
Apple Bloom. Next question. Have you ever been part of any of the following? A cult, witchcraft, rituals of any kind, involving sacrifice.
Applebloom shook her head, and once again, Coldstein did not doubt that she was telling the truth. The most obvious options for demonic possession were debunked, so now he had to resort to what he had suspected all along.
What?
I'm glad you're being honest, Apple Bloom.
Yes.
Now, I'm going to need you to think hard about this next question.
Said the doctor.
Think about it.
Replied Applebloom.
Good. Now, I need you to remember what you did before you and your friends took this grim path.
At the sound of the question, Applebloom's expression
Applebloom,
changed
you can
entirely
tell
from
me.
afraid
I'm
to
your
skeptical.
friend.
Well, all I can remember is crusading with Squiddly and Sweetie Belle. I don't remember anything else from before.
Stated Applebloom. Coltstein did not even have to think twice about Applebloom's answer, because it was clear that she was lying. He did not want to make Applebloom upset by giving the usual answer, so he approached her differently.
Applebloom, try harder. Don't be afraid.
Said the doctor.
I swear,
Don't be
Doctor,
afraid.
That's all I remember.
Claimed Applebloom. It was clear Applebloom was not going to break easily, but Coltstein knew just how to get some pony to pop out the truth.
Really? How?
He had to strike her where it hurt.
Ooh.
Remember, when I asked you if you thought your friends were at peace,
He asked.
Yes.
She replied, starting to sob.
do you want
Aww.
your friends to be at peace?
He asked. Applebloom sobbed, and finally broke.
I'm just afraid.
She confessed.
Why are you afraid?
Coltstein found this response interesting.
Interesting.
What are you afraid of?
He asked.
I'm afraid of what will happen if I tell the truth.
She concluded. Applebloom's response nearly made the doctor shed a tear. He understood her fear because she was so young, and with the chances of possibly being forever bound to this facility for no reason, it would frighten any child. Coltstein understood she was
She's
upset,
in the
so
asylum
he
because
decided to put Applebloom into a more
of a
comfortable
demon,
state.
right? Basically.
Want to know something, Applebloom?
He said
I'm scared
calmly.
too.
What is it?
She replied.
I'm afraid too,
Yeah, close enough.
but I'm mostly afraid for you.
You.
He said.
For you.
Why?
She asked.
Because you're my patient, and it's my job to find closure for you.
Closure.
I'm the one who's trying to get you out of this place.
It's true, actually. I am trying to
know
get
for
her
a
out.
fact that you did not commit murder, Applebloom.
No, she didn't.
However, you must understand that unless you tell me what it is you are holding back, I cannot get you out of here.
Really? You're trying to help me?
Yes, I
Yes,
am.
but only if you let me.
Applebloom paused.
Let
shedding
him
small
help.
tears. She wanted to give the doctor a hug, but something was holding her back from it.
What's holding you back, Applebloom?
Asked the doctor.
What is holding you
She
back?
paused, starting to sweat. Coltstein had an idea of what was happening, but this time he had come prepared.
She won't let me tell you.
Confessed Applebloom.
Who, Applebloom?
He asked.
Who?
Applebloom struggled to answer, so Coltstein grabbed something that he had planned to use a weapon against what was starting to possess Applebloom.
Why don't you let her answer her own questions?
He explained,
Goodness sake,
holding up
Mark
the weapon he
Hyder!
found
My
in the
ears!
A sinister shriek erupted from Applebloom, piercing Coltstein's eardrums.
Be gone!
He yelled,
Shit!
holding the book closer to Applebloom. The shriek from Applebloom echoed throughout the room.
Scared by,
until the
scared by
finally
him
gave up,
fucking voicing.
and
Wow.
Applebloom was free again. Temporarily. The young filly was confused and frightened at the same time as she looked at the doctor.
How did you do that?
She asked.
No time to explain. Who is this demon, Applebloom?
It's actually, he's
Where
actually
did
more
it
like a medium,
Concluded
actually.
The doctor.
Or psychic.
Applebloom hesitated.
Are you sure she's gone for now?
She asked.
For now.
Frightened.
Yes. Tell me, Applebloom.
He assured.
Alright. Her name is Annie. I don't know much about her or where she came from.
Coltstein expressed a smile. One piece of the puzzle was solved, but he still needed to know how Applebloom had come across this.
How did you come across?
Applebloom, I need you to be honest with me. Before all of this started, did you ever come into contact with any pony that had access to the spiritual objects? Please, Applebloom, now's the time to tell the truth.
Tell the truth.
About 1 week before all the Unmarked started, I came down with fever, and I wanted to get better as fast as possible. See, she knows all sorts of cures. I decided to visit a friend of mine for a possible cure.
She confessed,
Who?
falling to tears. Coldstein grabbed a pen and some paper, now that he knew Applebloom was aware of the danger, and only the truth was going to set her free.
Who is this friend?
Asked the doctor.
She's a witch doctor that lives in the Everfree Forest by the name of Sakura.
She replied. Coldstein wrote down Sakura's information, knowing the case had taken a new turn.
Good, Applebloom. Did Sakura give you any sort of medicine?
He asked.
Yeah, and it worked like a charm. I was better the next day.
Confirmed Applebloom.
How much did you take of this medicine?
How much did you
Asked
take?
Coldstein.
3 doses.
Replied Applebloom. Coldstein wrote down the information, then sat the pen and paper on his desk.
Thank you, Applebloom. We've done here.
Applebloom looked at the doctor
We're done here.
with a sad expression.
Are you gonna arrest Sakura?
She asked.
If necessary. I'm afraid so.
Replied
I'm afraid
Coldstein.
so. Sorry,
Applebloom
Applebloom.
lowered her head, unsure if she had done the right thing. Once the session was done, Coldstein alerted the police of his newfound suspect, asking to bring her in for questioning. Had he just solved the case? Only Sakura could answer that question. Coldstein had no idea what he was about to discover, but he knew he was one step closer to proving Applebloom's innocence. Or was he?
I don't know. To be continued! That clock sound effect is a bit spooky. Okay, that was a good reading. I like the VAs, especially one certain Coldstein. Yes, Coldstein is me. Gosh, I even got frightened by my own blooming voice. Be gone! Gosh, I remember when I recorded that. Wow. I'm very sorry, Sparrow, if I hurt your ears. And that's what you do sometimes. You have to let your voice go into overdrive, and next minute you're shouting down the mic. What intrigues me, why did Applebloom, why did she go to Sakura in the first place? Or was she doing some cascading that led her to see Sakura? And also, is Annie a part of the Everfree Forest? Or was it a tablet? I don't know. It sounds like a drug overdose, but what? Also, Annie's voice in the library, fucking scary. I can tell you, it is a scary voice. And it's like you've gone into a room. It's not a time travel theory now. You go into a room and did the room kind of change because of the ghost, or because of the spirit? If it was closed months ago, how comes the librarian was able to give the key? Or did the librarian knew about Coldstein's visit before he came? But it's just, and also, sorry, Sweetie Belle, I'll have to say this. You should be dead anyway. Also, is the skeleton key also cursed? Or is it just a normal key? And of course it's a Harry Potter reference with the restricted area of the library.
Oh, come on!
You're a bit late, Sweetie Belle, but anyway. Yes, I can't wait for the next part I still got voice out. I can't wait for the next part, and hopefully I'll see you in my next reaction video. Oh, yes.